without overstating it, there is perhaps no other doctrine more debated, with more different kinds of heresies, with more misunderstanding than the doctrine of Christ. Obviously, spend a little time in the historical debates in the first several centuries and on through the Reformation up till today. Right today, we are still debating the doctrine of Christ. There are always things that we have to ward against, ditches we need to avoid. Many doctrines are like this, where you have to live on this knife edge, and if you go one way or the other, you've got Paul saying to us, "May it never be." Right? You fall into some sort of ditch, and this is very much true with Christ. And many of the earliest theological debates were about the divinity, humanity, and work of Christ. And so we've got to think through these things carefully, see the importance of those things. There also is maybe no doctrine. Of course, Christology and Trinity go hand in hand in those early years, but both Christology and then theology proper are probably also the doctrines that have had most confusion and debate, and also, therefore, understanding how those debates happened is essential. Because language that was used, terminology that developed, if we don't understand how it has developed and we just sort of come to it without knowing that, we might misunderstand what the whole point of certain terms and certain categories are. So it's important that we understand some of that history as well. And then again, ultimately, to apply all of this to our lives, to our ministries, to our families, and to our churches, Ephesians chapter 5 tells us that Christ is the head of the church. Well, if that's true, then we need to know who this head is. We need to know the implications of that. Christ is he in whom we have redemption. Christ is he in whom we are being transformed into his image. For all of those things, because of the reality of all of those things, it is incumbent upon us that we know who Christ is and what he has done.